Fifth Harmony. This is the rise and fall of Fifth Harmony. We're a dramatic breakdown of what went wrong, but what could have gone right. An analysis by Daily Dan. This is a long time coming. I've wanted to do this video for a while, and it's finally happening. I'll do some background. I was a harmonizer. So, saw them in concert multiple times. I was with them during the rise and the fall. I was with them through it all. That's rhymed. I remember watching them on X Factor. I remember watching them like,
these girlies.
Camila was the biggest One Direction fan. She had a One Direction fan account on Twitter. She was one of us. And I remember watching her and I was like, and she met Harry in 2012 when they were on X Factor. I was like, I remember when Harry tweeted about their EP coming out and he's like, my booty's popping. The absolute decline and the arguing and the fighting and the, I have some background insight. Nothing confirmed, just all me and my speculation.
Bruh.
But anyway, the rise and fall of 5H. What could have been. Pictures I printed out are a little small. One of their first photos. 5H. 5H. That's the beginning. Fifth Harmony, they all signed up as soloists, okay? They all, it was like a wannabe One Direction little type goodie, but like not really. 2012. All of the girlies, the 5 girlies, just tried out for X Factor, all as soloists. On July 27th, 2012, they were formed as a group by Demi Lovato, Britney Spears, and Simon Cowell. Who put them together? Probably the producers, let's be real here. Before they were called Fifth Harmony, I remember they were called LYLAS. They were trying to think I'm blocking them with my big head. Called LYLAS and 1432, meaning LYLAS is love you like a sister, a phrase I use a lot in middle school. 1432 is I love you too.
Boring. Yawning.
So it's basically a part of Fifth Harmony. Finished in 3rd place. First time I gained consciousness with 5H. When they sang Ellie Goulding's Anything Could Happen.
Damn.
Okay? Now, Camila was obsessed with bows. I remember I loved Camila because she liked 1D and she got to meet Harry because One Direction performed in 2012 on the US version of the X Factor. This was during the performance of Anything Could Happen. I loved their concept. I loved the sparkle. You can't really see it, but just take my word for it. Coming from a viewer, from watching the girly pops, their chemistry seemed just like they were eager and they were eager to like get things going and they wanted to be girly pops, you know? Camila and Lauren seemed like the best girlies, like best friends. Allie seemed like she just was kind of like the mother, she kind of like was like leading them through everything. And then Dinah and Normani were just kind of like getting along with her. But Lauren and Camila were like besties. We would come to find out later that Camila and Normani
never got along.
In the later years, going into 2014, 2015, now it's only 2012, 2013. This was not a long period of time. Camila and Dinah became close and Camila and Lauren stopped being close because on Twitter and Tumblr, all the fans were like saying that Camila and Lauren were in a relationship and that annoyed the girlies. I was completely in the trenches for all this, so I don't even need Wikipedia. My friends and I would sit and practice their dance routines. It wasn't difficult routines and they were not good, but we would sit and practice these dance routines and we would perform them. So, in non-diagnosed ADHD, I keep skipping from thing to thing. They finish X Factor, okay? I'm getting the dates for this. 2017, almost the 10-year anniversary of them being signed to Psycho Music, which Simon Cowell is psycho. I don't like him. There was a lot of hype, a lot of girly pop hype over these girlies. Their debut single.
Things that changed the trajectory of my teenager, little girly, right out of middle school life.
Miss Moving On. From their debut EP, Better Together. Better Together was released on October 22nd, 2013. I saw them in concert on October 29th, 2013. And oh, what a day that was. It was such a slay. I digress though. And AJR opened up for them. That whole thing was a fever dream because one could argue that AJR is bigger than Fifth Harmony. Weird. I took a picture with one of the guys from AJR. Whole thing is just weird. Now with the Spanish version of Better Together, Juntos. Don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I learned all the lyrics to Juntos Here was the album. They also came out with an acoustic version. I downloaded that one as well. Here's Hontos. This is where it gets good. Summer of 2013, they went on their 5/8 Harmonize America.
Harmonize America tour.
I wanted to go so bad. I didn't get to go. Performed at different malls in America. They're Better Together songs. And they did Me and My Girls. I love that song. Better Together. Miss Moving On. I'm breaking down, gonna start from scratch, you know? Basically, it was just cool and fun and fresh because like the girlies were like around my age and they were just like kind of like a One Direction type deal.
Not really at all.
I don't ever want to just talk about my boys like that. But I like them. I like them a lot. They were in my top 3 artists for a while. And they've got buffs. So anyone that wants to talk down on Fifth Harmony, Me and My Girls, Miss Moving On, were worth it. Boss, Michelle Obama, are you kidding me? Forgot to mention. So 2013, there's big rumors that Camila and Austin Mahone were dating, and that was like a big thing. That has nothing to do with the story, but I just remember that. And Camila became like good friends with Ariana Grande. The whole thing was weird. I also bought the same Jeffrey Campbell shoes that she had because they were cool. I'll put a picture of them on the screen. These right here, because I wanted to be like Camila, and I wore them to countless Sweet 16s. Countless.
Sloppy.
And I fell wearing them once. Anyway, I digress. I fell wearing them to the Sweet 16 that my friend and I would dance with Fifth Harmony together. 2014, they started hyping up Boss, Reflection. They also in 2014 opened up for Demi Lovato for her Neon Lights tour. Also Little Mix did as well. I got to see them, they were great. But this is where it got weird. They were singing Reflection, they were singing all these new songs that hadn't been released yet, and they were like, yep, it's coming in 2014. The album didn't come till 2015, and it wasn't like anything changed. It was the same music, and all the harmonizers. They were waiting for Reflection and Brave, Honest, Beautiful featuring Meghan Trainor. And Camila posted a video of Megan recording her trying to hit that high note, and she did, and she was like freaking out. Yeah, the harmonizers were there for it all. Quite literally, a song that changed the trajectory of people's lives, including mine. This right here changed the trajectory of my life. July 7th, 2014, Boss was released. We were waiting for Reflection. I love that song. I play it to this day. Worth It was also on Reflection. Reflection was their debut album, and I gotta say that
They kind of smashed it.
that album was complete gold. There's not one song in there that's a skip. I absolutely love it and adore that album. And like I said, I still listen to this day, and I booty pop. That's their best album. It's their first album, it's their best. And these songs have been leaked everywhere. I was literally listening to the leaked downloads of this all throughout 2014. And that they literally pushed back the date a million times. No one knows why. February 3rd, 2015, Fifth Harmony released Reflection. It was not in black and white, it is colored, but it came out in black and white. Reflection. This is where the drama started. Where it starts to get a little awful. Mind you, they only were formed in 2012, where it could have been a mixture of the management with whatever. The management treated them like garbage. They have all said publicly that their management ruined the experience for them, and that sucks because the early teenage years, they made them gold. Thank you, 5H. Her. But the management can
Suck a fat one.
because how dare you? These girls are literally all so young and you're treating them. Anyway, that's for another day. 2014 into 2015. 2015 was the absolute, was the Titanic hitting the iceberg. It was over in 2015. Writing was on the wall, the literal wall. It wasn't good. Camila started like getting attention, and she was like, became friends with Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift gave her a birthday party with Ariana Grande, and she started like branching out. And yes, in the beginning, they all did audition as soloists, but it was just becoming 2014 going into 2015 when they were going on red carpets, they looked disgusted. And when Camila would talk in interviews, they would like be rolling their eyes. And it was just, that was the start of the downfall. The girls were just like, what the freak? Like, we're supposed to be a group, and Camila's kind of like going off and doing her own thing and like hanging out with Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande. And she came out with a solo song with Shawn Mendes, I Know You Did Last Summer, in 2015. And
that was like the complete
I saw the Girly Pops in 2015 in the Beacon Theater. Here we go. This is my inside scoop. I had gotten the B. Miller Fire and Gold Girly. I had gotten the B. Miller meet and greet, so we got let in early. Fifth Harmony had not arrived yet. When they arrived, Allie, Dinah, Lauren, and Normani. Allie, Dinah, Normani, and Lauren, for the love of God, all went up one staircase, right, to get ready. Camila went down a different one. And she also passed me, and I was like screaming. She waved at me. She waved at everyone. I was supposed to be in the video. No, but she waved at everyone. But she was alone. That's when it was confirmed to me. Like, I had read the conspiracies on Twitter, and like the girls don't like each other, and they're all arguing, and that could have been a mix of the management mistreating them and Camila doing her own thing. Probably that's what it was. And that confirmed it to me. When they're going to perform at like their biggest venue to date, like a couple thousand people, and Camila's getting ready in another area. Hi, Camila! Oh my God! So the following year, when they announced that Camila was leaving, I was like, oh, this was happening. This should have happened sooner. Performed in the 2015 Jingle Ball. Just Sean and Camila, and the girls were pissed about that. Everyone was speculating at the end of 2015 that Camila was leaving, and Camila tweeted, she's like, I heard breakup rumors, but I'm too busy recording the next album with my girls. That wasn't good. May 27th, 2016, 7/27 was released. And that's the day that they were put together. Why was it not released on 7/27? That makes no sense to me. Got Work From Home, they've got All In My Head, Flex, you know, some hits. It's not, it's like they were like one and done, or excuse me, two and done. They had the amazing EP where they started out with a bang, then Reflection, which was released, which they were like, I'm reading, they hit number 4 on the Billboard 200. Like, they were bawling, like they were on their way. And then all hell broke loose. 2015 though, they
hated each other.
They were like traveling differently, like they just didn't want to talk to each other. Now, I don't know if that was just inner rifts, like their personalities didn't get along, or if that was like management as well, which it definitely was, because they all stated that they hated their management. But it was nice. Camila posted last year their 10-year anniversary of getting put together, and I thought that was very cute and very mature, because she used to act like Fifth Harmony never existed when she left. When that was quite literally her claim to fame. It's very sweet of Camila. So that makes me think that they're kind of like growing up and maturing and like kind of realizing like, hey, maybe we could have made this work, or maybe we could have been friends if it wasn't for our crappy management. Simon Cowell's a POS. Also, same thing, One Direction. Same thing with One Direction. No need. Same thing. Same bull. Overworked. Overbull. Hate it. December 18th, 2016. The group announced that Camila Cabello had left the group, and that the remaining 4 members would continue as a 4-piece. If you're a fan of Fifth Harmony, this wasn't a shock. This was not a shock. It wasn't. It just wasn't. Was it shady in 2017 when they performed at that award show as a 4-piece, and the girl, like the 5th one, they stood as 5th, and if the 5th one like fell off the staircase? Yeah. 4-piece. August 25th of 2017, they released Fifth Harmony by Fifth Harmony. Now, this was just, in my opinion, a contractual obligation. It was a complete miss. They have like a couple of hits on there, but the girls weren't in it. Their heads weren't in it. They didn't want to be doing it. They really didn't want to be there. They did not, nothing. 2017, that was it. Like they just were like, they were rolling their eyes at each other on stage, and they were just like completely over it. I really blame their management. This looks like a little heart, like a little heart, piece of my teenage heart. I wish it had ended differently. Yeah. Do I blame the management? 100%. Yeah. Overworked, mistreated, and they wanted to be solo artists, and they're making them sing this music that they never like didn't write. They just like were like, you're gonna sing this, and they were like, they had to be like, okay. First saw them in 2013. They were like so excited to take on the world. They were like, we got this, 5H for life, 5H for life, for life. And then in 2014, I saw them again, and they were still girly poppin'. 2015 is the decline. End of 2014, 2015, complete decline. 2016, it was like Camila was like, at that point, she was like in the group, but wasn't. She was in the group contractually, but was not in the group mentally. The news was like, oh, yeah, Camila left. Like, they were on their way. Like, 727, Work From Home was a bop, but like the rest of it kind of flopped, rhymed there. But they were on their way to like completely eating it up. Maybe like a mini version of Destiny's Child.
Probably not. I don't know.
Like the new age girl group that like the girlies would love. Cause I could write another book about how Little Mix never made it in America and how I bought a ticket to their tour and then how they had to cancel it. That's for another story. And maybe I'll do a video on Little Mix. But anyway, I can't tell because it's so far away, but you can tell in their early photos, they're just so eager and excited to become like superstars and pop stars and do what they wanted to do. Funny online and like would make vines and like just be like so relatable and be like the relatable girly pops. And Boss and Reflection, get out of here. Get out of here. That was literally my anthem from ages of like 15 on. That's all I would listen to was Boss and Reflection. Then they released 727, like I said. They changed the cover for this. The rumors already started in 2015 that Camila was leaving because she was doing things with Shawn Mendes and she was becoming friends with Taylor, and she was like, the girls were rolling their eyes. The girls perform a couple things as a 4-piece. Camila does solo things. They're at same events. The whole thing is weird. It's not good.
The vibes are off.
And then they released Fifth Harmony, the self-titled album, which is not good at all. The producers were fed up. The songwriters were like, we hate it. And that was in 2017. And then they're like,
Oh yeah, by the way, we're breaking up.
which was not a surprise. After they broke up, they like, some of them would like cheer for each other like online, and like Dinah and Normani and Lauren and Allie, they would all be like, yeah, you go girls, like you're releasing this. After like 2018, 2019, starting 2020, none of them talked to each other, none of them hung out with each other, like on social media. 2022 posted a 10-year anniversary thing, and I was like, wow. She's like, girls, we did it. And then she, in one of her new songs from her album from 2022, she was like, I don't blame the girls for how it went down, meaning that like they definitely had so many fights, and it was definitely due to their management. Firm by Camila that she was like acknowledging that the girly pops were all like friendly and friends and that they like wanted to do this together, and then their management kind of effed them up. I blame Simon Cowell and their management for sure. I have hiccups for sure. Would they have kept going? I mean, probably not. But like, you know, that concluded our first ever rise and fall. I'm gonna continue this whole situation. If there's any fellow harmonizers out there, if you want to talk about our little teenage bond, let me know, because it was a great time. Boss will forever be Boss, and Work From Home was
a foreshadowing to COVID.
And worth it. It was worth it. And Reflection was such a girl boss album. Like, I'm not staring at you, I'm looking at myself. And Brave On is beautiful. Anyway, besties, I will see you in my next video. God bless Fifth Harmony.
Yeah, a little vamping. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oops, okay. And guess what? No one